Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Geoguessr. We are doing it Kenya today, strictly Kenya. Nothing else. This isn't any secret thing. I've mentioned before that I had the chance, I might have the chance to go at one point. That's not me telling you that we're going. Nah, I figured we needed to do a country map. It's been about a month since we did. Here we are. We're gonna get this one going. Now it's a map by mapper. It's a 3-minute time challenge. Now I don't know too much about this place. I think it's like over 50% of Kenya is fully covered by Geoguessr. But I didn't fully look at the map to see if we should even bother guessing in some locations. I did a little bit of research beforehand. It's Kenya, you know? How much do I really know about Kenya? Not too much. But definitely different vibe than I think I was expecting. And to be honest, I don't even know what I was expecting. You know, what I really know about Kenya basically comes from pictures my uncle takes when he's out here. Alright, hold on. Kangema, 21 kilometers, and Gitugi, and then we have C72 and D427. And even those pictures, like, not even close to what we're seeing here. Is that one of them? No. So we're over by 72 right now, as you can see, 72. Here's Kangema, which is 21 kilometers west of us, and here's Gitugi, which is 23. So we're kind of in between these two. Probably, because 21 and 23, that would kind of make sense that we're kind of like in between these two. So we're probably back here a little bit. Now, I can't actually see these roads on my left screen. I have to look to the right, see them there. Actually, if we look at it this way, we have to make a right here, which is kind of north to get to Gi. So we could be further down here. Over on C72. Over by Korea. Is probably one of the better places to guess. We have the locations. We're within 20-ish, 25-ish kilometers of both locations. So that's not really a bad way to start. Obviously, it's not the best way to start. But back to what I was saying. The pictures I see from my uncle are kind of like savanna plains. Okay, so we were off by 7.8 miles. It was a lot further to the east. Another thing I would have given it credit for, which I always have trouble with distance from a map perspective, but 7.8 miles really isn't that bad. Now, I see a lot of like open plains. Now, I believe my uncle deals with a lot of the tribes, not so much towns and villages. So maybe that's where it comes into play. Sampana building. We already know we're gonna be in Kenya for every location, so it doesn't really matter if we find the Kenyan flag or a website or whatnot. We really do need to change our focus to town names or road numbers, which is what we did basically last time around. Now, I think I didn't know this. I thought Kenya was right-hand drive, not left-hand drive. So we are going to learn some things, and that's definitely helpful. And if I do ever go to Kenya, I could definitely get a good feel for it. Like open plains, right? This is more of the vibe from the pictures of my uncle. And maybe that's just because of what he does. Okay, quarry of section number 6 project site office. Come on. Alright, now there's a sign here. Okay, exactly what we want. So back to Kenya. We need to find Narok, Sotik, and Kisi. We have a bunch of locations. Now, 59, 201, and 253. It's on B3. So if we could find B, well, here's B9, A2, B4, BS3, B1, B3. So we're probably on the south. Now, We need to find one of these, preferably Narok. Doesn't have to be. Well, here's Kissy, and this is 257, so we're definitely over here. So here's Narok, which is 59. Okay, so hold on. Kissy to Narok, it's about 200 kilometers, but that's by road, and you can see how the road goes up and down, right? So a quarter of this is probably about, I'm going to say, 2 inches on the screen. Would be about here-ish. Maybe a little bit closer. And that would be the 50 kilometers on B3, which it looks like we are going towards Narok. Does that make sense? Am I at least doing justice to the explanation? And we're in a place called Suswa. Can we find Suswa before time runs out? I hope fucking so. Doesn't really look like it. Now, there's always the chance. Oh, Mount Suswa Conservatory. I doubt we're in here. Here's Suswa right here. Here's the Suswan Mountain. I don't see... Well, I guess this is the mountain right here, which is south of us. Up a little bit more. Is there Suswa County or something? No, no, here's Suswa. So we're like... within, I'm going to say, a kilometer of this place. And 146.6 yards. You guys actually got it on the head. I'm glad we actually zoomed in a little bit further there, because we would have been fucked where we were. 2 for 2, not bad. Now, I think it's because we're finding the good clues. Like this, first instincts would have never said Kenya. Would have never even considered it to be Kenya. And I think that starts with like preconceived ideas and preconceived notions. Like growing up, I've always known my not my grandfather. My uncle goes to Kenya. You know, he goes there. Always known it. I've seen pictures from him and his adventures to Kenya for, gosh, at least 15 years, I would think. So for 15 years, I have an idea of what I think Kenya looks like, right? And I think of like typical, what I would consider savanna plains. With, I think he always has pictures of like elephants and giraffes and shit, like. And then here we are in a map. It's all about Kenya, and we're getting locations in Kenya, and I've yet to see any of those places. So I think that's kind of interesting. Kofi Annan. I don't actually know who this man is, but it looks like it has something to do with the UN, so I'm guessing he's an ambassador. Whatever. We have Kenya's most affordable network, free Airbnb calls, the atomic element. Matatu. I just need to find a town name. I don't even need to pay attention to most of these places. But it definitely feels like it's a larger city. Or am I wrong about this one? Aldana Sako. No, we're kind of like just now stuck. Return to start. Try again later. Alright. I mean, we got a minute-ish. Or religious guest house. Mopeza. Now, I also don't know any of the names of any of these places, if I'm being completely honest. And that could cause some problems, I guess. It could definitely cause some problems. Eastlay, Sako. I'm seeing a lot of Sako, but I'm guessing that's just a word for maybe a bus, I'm hoping. Clean water truck. Interesting. Well, we can go this way. We have 30 seconds. Something daily. I think that might be a city name. No, it's probably changing. Alright. Every Saturday, the standard, feel the change, feedback email, that KE, so we already knew we were Kenya. Alright, let's go outside of Nairobi. I don't know why. I really couldn't tell you. We didn't find any real good clues. We didn't find any road numbers. Every and only... What the fuck are we finding? That's the Grand Theft Auto font, by the way. And it ends up actually being a lot closer to Nairobi than we gave it credit. Which was honestly just a really good guess. 8.9 miles. So I think this is the furthest we've been, is 9 miles away from where we actually are. Now, either that tells us one of two things. One, we are able to use our judgment to get pretty good locations. Or B, Kenya's a lot smaller than we give it credit for. Now, we are heading south. I am getting these rolling hills. I'm going to call these anything besides that. We do have a few scattered trees. It looks like it is, in fact, farmland. I don't even know what Kenya grows, to be honest. But I do know, last time I saw my uncle, he was talking about something called blood soup. Apparently it's like a delicacy in Kenya, or it's something you give to welcome people. And basically, you slaughter a cow, and you drain his blood, and then you drink the blood of the cow. That's it. Alright, now we do have some road names, we do have some numbers. He said it was delicious. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. I'm always good with trying different foods, but you know, you gotta pay attention to allergies and shit like that, and maybe someone's allergic to fucking no beef. If you're allergic to red meat, I really do feel sorry for you. I just gotta throw it out there. And there was at one point like a tick thing going around. I don't know if any of you guys have that problem out by you, but there was like a tick problem at one point, kind of in my general area, where if you got bit by the tick, like you became allergic to red meat, and like that just sounds terrible, right? And maybe that's just me, and maybe it's because I like my steak, you know? It's not like I just go out of my way. So I can't find any D's, which means it's probably a really small fucking road, because here's some E's now. That doesn't fucking help us one fucking bit. I didn't even consider looking for those names. I just looked for the D. We gotta go in real fucking far. That doesn't help us one bit. And I was hoping it was gonna be, since it starts with the 4, I was gonna hope it was by anything that had a 4 in it. Wrong again. God damn it. Alright. Over here. We can start over here. Githungi and Kiambu. Probably rather small if they're on a D road. C77. Here's a D. D340. Alright. So we found our first D, and it seems to not really follow any specific pattern. That doesn't help one fucking bit. One fucking bit. Alright. Here's another D. We need D4 though, not D3, which might be to the right. Oh god, we're out of time though. We're out of fucking time. Yep, that's the worst one we got. And we're still outside of Nairobi. How far in did we have to go to get the D's? Where's D403? That's number 1. Are we not even going to be able to find it? If we're not even able to find it. So it doesn't matter. Is it Kiambu Road? No. The fact that we were unable to even find it, even when we knew where we had to look, means we would have never found it. Never. But our last and final location kind of still feels like a city. I was hoping this was going to have something else. Funzi Road. I don't know. Kitui, Nakura, Malindi, you know, just the name of the city we were in. Definitely have like an apartment complex feel. I don't know, guys. It definitely doesn't feel like I thought it would. It really doesn't. And maybe if I could get copies from my uncle, I'll ask if he has any. I'll show you some of the pictures like he's taken, and like maybe that will be enough to be like, oh wow, like this is what Maff thought Kenya looked like, and this is not what Kenya looked like. You know, there's always that stuff. Crown Paints Kenya, United Engineering Supplies Limited, Cent Max. On Busha Road off Enterprises Road opposite Tim Sales. See, a lot of these have the opportunity, like this one, Eastley. I'm hoping the Eastley is the city. It doesn't sound like a city though. It doesn't. Lay, maybe, right? Or Leah, I don't know. I don't know how I pronounce it. I would probably pronounce it Leah. But if you put into one word, it's not East Leah. I mean, it could be East Leah. And maybe that's just because we have names in the United States that are Leah. They're spelled just like that. And maybe that's because I'm New York. And in New York, we add A's and E's and I's and O's and U's to stuff that doesn't need it. Mafanga. Okay, now. Let's head a little bit north. Let's not head a little bit north. Let's head a little west. Well, we're going east now. See if we can't find at least a road number. But even if we do find a road number, after that last one, we didn't really find too much of anything. We got Inda with a double A, so would that be an Indu? I don't even know. I don't even know how double A's would be pronounced in Kenya. I'm trying, guys. I am. Where the fuck would we be? Guarded by Angel. Rest in peace, whoever your angel is. Nothing. 17 seconds. Alright. East Lay. Where would East Lay be? I'm guessing it's going to be East Coast. Let's throw it down here. Can we find it in like 10 seconds? Just Lay, whatever you want to fucking pronounce it as. No, we're out of time. And it ends up being near Nairobi again. So we had like 3 locations outside of Nairobi. Honestly, if we didn't know where we were, we should have just thrown down a location there. We really should have. And then here's East Lay, actually. Yeah, we should have just thrown down near Nairobi if we didn't know where we were. Hey, we would have probably broken like 23,000 if we did it that way. Overall, not terrible. Obviously, not good either. All of the locations were probably within, I'm gonna say 40 miles, 40 kilometers of each other. Look how close all of those locations were. Ignore where I guessed. They were all really fucking close. Let's check out the full results. It's coming in first place is Aphelion. We could really see the spread here. Like, besides out here, which isn't even that far away, like, I'm going to say we were probably within 40 kilometers of every location. Second place is Ionica Masuri, followed by Cost Jonathan, not too far apart. A few spreads here and there, nothing as bad as mine. It happens. I should have looked at where there was coverage and where there wasn't coverage. I'm sure where I guessed probably didn't even have coverage. Now, tomorrow is episode 420. As of right now, the 420 map is only dispensaries in Colorado. Only Colorado. I think there's like 20 locations. Obviously, I'm going to work on that a little bit more. That's not going to be our main focus. The only place you'll find the link is in the Discord, because it's not even worth it. If you guys want to check it out, you can check it out, but that's about it. But yeah, 420 episode. I'm probably going to make a big deal about it. Again, I don't smoke. I don't do anything like that. But if you got to get famous, you got to have a 420 episode. So I do look forward to seeing you guys all tomorrow. It is also the 4th of July tomorrow. So we are going to be recording a little bit earlier than normal because I have to go be grill master at my buddy's barbecue and get incredibly drunk. So maybe, just maybe, for you guys, I'll record Friday's episode tomorrow night when I'm fucking hammered. Maybe you guys will like it. But I do look forward to seeing you guys all tomorrow for episode 420. Have a good rest of your day. And bye-bye.